Ever wondered what it's like to work in the apparel and fashion industry in Chicago? How a designer started their brand? Or what a production workroom looks like? Then join us as we go for a visit.
My name is Chelsey Carter-Sanders. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, by way of Chicago. I've lived here for 17 years, and I am a clothing designer and business owner. I got interested in fashion in high school. I was set to become an artist, I thought, at least, and my instructor told me that I had a knack for style, like natural style, and she was like, you would really make, I feel like, waves in the fashion industry. You know, at the time, I knew nothing about college applications and where I would go, and so she was like, okay, well, I know this really great school, Art Institute in Chicago, and that's where it kind of like started. I started learning the fundamental skills of becoming a designer, all of the other professions that you could be outside of being behind the machine, and never really looked back. So I feel like it was divine order in a way, but also really tapping into, like, sometimes people can see things for you that you can't see for yourself. I first realized that this was my career path when it started to become, one, lucrative, but then also two, bigger than myself. Like, once people started like, wow, like I went to South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, and they were like, aren't you that designer in Chicago? And hey, I bought my mom that piece, or I bought my girlfriend, or like whatever the case. I realized that I had enough power and impact to really make it, give it wings and give it the proper foundation. And that's when I was like, okay, we might be able to really do this thing, you know what I mean? Walking you through a typical day, we would be here all day. When you are in business for yourself, you wear multiple hats, which often means that you have to clone yourself, and you have to be in multiple places at once. So a typical day is not so typical, and it varies on a lot of different factors, but the needs of the brand in that particular season. Okay. Right now I'm gearing up for something that's happening in 2 days, and I haven't had 8 hours of sleep in like 3 days, because it just looks like logistics. It looks like, telling people to send invoices. It looks like shopping for the utensils needed for the food, while also making sure that the garment isn't still in production and like pressed and ready to go. Have we invited enough people? So a typical day, it varies, but each day is based on the needs of what is in front of me for that week or that month or that event or rollout. Yeah. So work-life balance looks like, first, making sure that I'm not pouring from an empty cup, making sure that like I'm okay, making sure that I'm meeting my personal needs, and then after that, figuring out like home life, like, my husband wants to go play golf, or he wants to go see a movie, or I want to go do something with him. Making sure that those things are just as much of a priority as the business, right? And in doing so, the balance is met automatically. Two things I've learned in the fashion industry: no idea is yours to keep, and if you come up against a situation where it is taken from you, you need to keep 5 ideas in the chamber. Most designs can't be patented. So there's really no legal protection that this industry has, and you can patent and copyright your logo, right? But like sleeve designs or silhouettes and shapes, you can't. And that's really where the bread and butter is for most brands. Like certain designers are known for certain silhouettes, and those things cannot be legally protected. So knowing that, you have to create enough buzz and enough impact on your own to know they stole that from her, or they took that from him, and have the community rally for you. That has happened to me before, and the community had my back, and that to me is the biggest lesson, and also like gratitude and fulfillment that I've ever received in my career. But definitely make sure that you are legally protected, but also know that nothing really is truly yours in this industry. So have as many ideas as you can.